just trying to get something to grow here.
Mountain blows up on the corner, spray a few purple, plus they bought a little. So much.
Hey friends, Joe the Farmer here, and welcome to a beautiful day on the farm. If this is your first time here, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy what you watch, and if you like it, hit the subscribe button and come along with us in the future. There's a little black Joe the Farmer logo at the bottom corner, so if you click that, that'll bring you along with us in the future. Today's video is going to be a lot of fun. This is absolute perfect weather. You have to wear a light jacket, cool breeze. It's just a great day. We had a great comment from one of our viewers, and I think that this is something that needs to be addressed. And fantastic question. Y'all are smart, you're educated, you know your stuff, and I'm going to address this question here towards the end of the video, but I think it may explain a little bit more about why we do what we do out here. But before we do that, let's get to work.
This one.
How many pictures?
294. I mean,
Nice.
32 gigabyte card. There's still
85,000 pictures.
24,000 more available. All right, we'll see what happens.
Little.
Sorted that.
That's a great question right now while we're out here.
This is like it stepped down a little bit. I like that ball.
All right, since we're frost seeding, this plant's a ½ acre. This is Antler King Trophy Clover Mix. And really what we're trying to do is just trying to get something to grow here before the weeds start coming out. And clover is healthy, it's good for deer, it's good nutrition, and like I said, we've had a couple of bags sitting around, so it's time to get them out, and it doesn't really do us a lot of good being in the barn, but we'll see what pops up.
So the bigger seed must be the chicory?
Yep.
I'm guessing.
Clover is really small, almost like a sesame seed.
Yeah.
Little tiny seeds, like little mustard seeds. We'll do this one on over there.
Yeah.
So, before the question comes up, you're going to build a doe factory. You shouldn't have summer food plots. You want to hunt big bucks, all this other stuff. I know there's other people on YouTube and you all watch it too, but I don't believe in a doe factory. I think it's ridiculous. I think that bucks want doe. Doe and bucks need to be together in order to procreate and to make more deer. That's how, since the beginning of time, that they have been, sustainable. Deer are extremely resilient animals, and if we have doe out here, great. I want the doe to come out here. I want to have doe on my property. I want to have this summer, spring food plot come up, and it's not going to be beautiful. It's not going to be like a magazine, but this clover seed's going to come up. It's going to give them nutrition and food while they're dropping fawns, and to me that's important. I enjoy that, and to be quite honest, a doe tastes better than bucks anyway. So if we shoot a big buck, great. If we don't shoot anything, that's fine too. We just really enjoy having the wildlife here on the farm. I want to show you from my friend Paul from Whitetail Food Plots USA. We're using Antler King right now. I will use Whitetail Food Plots USA on this food plot in the fall. Nothing against Antler King. I trust Paul's product, but I have some clover here, so I may as well use it. Just to give you an example of, even here in the south, how these deer are just tearing apart brassicas. Look at this stuff. And if nothing else, you can see how this is completely pawed apart. They pawed everything, dug stuff out, ran off with it. And, that's just important to me. I think it's pretty cool to have wildlife feel safe on our property. And, you know, for being hunters, it sounds kind of ridiculous to say that, but I mean, unless they're the right age class or the right deer to take it, like, they're safer here than a lot of places. So anyway, as we move on to the next spot, I know Scott's down here putting some mineral on that mineral block, and we're trying to make sure that, again, you put mineral out. For those who aren't, you know, this may not be your thing, and that's kind of comes back to the comment that was left. You know, the mineral is important. It's going to carry them through as they're growing the fawn, then delivering the fawn, then lactating, making sure their bodies are healthy enough. And you know, it's the same reason we take vitamins, and you know, to keep our bodies healthy. And but it looks beautiful out here. It's one of my favorite times of year. Walk uphill or just be lazy? You say it's pretty cool?
Never.
Well, that was fun. We got a lot of things done. We fed some deer, we put some mineral out, we spent some gas, we spent some money, and you know, that kind of comes back down to the comment that was asked. I want to read this to you, and I don't want you to don't take this the wrong way. The person that left this comment has been a fan of the channel or a viewer of the channel, subscriber for a while, and he asked a great question that was kind of challenging us, and I think that we've never really answered this. There's things y'all want to know about us, ask, and if it's something we want to share, we're happy to share, then we'll do that. But his comment, I'm not going to read the whole thing or say his name, but he said, why so much time, money, and effort putting into feeding deer? And man, that is a great question. And I think one of the biggest reasons why we do it is that it's fun. Like, this is a lifestyle, right? It's just, there's the firewood lifestyle and the side-by-side lifestyle, truck lifestyles. And for me, you know, we have this beautiful property, and I love watching the wildlife. The other morning, I saw 13 deer outside my bedroom window when I woke up, and they were just grazing and walking through the field. You see the young fawns, and some of the bucks are starting to lose their antlers. And I took some cell phone video here, and I'll show it to you. And it was just really cool. You know, I know that we're doing something good for them, and their numbers are growing on our property. We want them to grow because, quite frankly, it's part of our diet. We love venison. It's a healthy meat. It's organic. It's safe. It's the kind of thing where I know what they eat. I know the lifestyle they live. They have not been stressed. They have not been penned, abused. You know, they're just a very healthy protein source. And, you know, gardening, venison, and our apple orchard. I mean, I guess we're just going to have like venison with apples and squash for the rest of our life. But it's just, it's a huge part of our lifestyle and diet here. And, you know, one of the things I think that, what I've already said is kind of expected, right? We all kind of feel that way. Oh, it's good, healthy meat. But the thing that I don't think that a lot of people realize is that, you know, when you're in school and when you're in college and everything, and you know, you play sports, like you got a group of guys and you put on a uniform and you all kind of working towards a common goal, right? And you kind of lose some of that as you get older. And hunting to me, you know, I didn't start hunting until, you know, later in life. Like, I didn't grow up doing this. I didn't have grandparents or a dad that took me hunting. Like, that wasn't part of our life. I love the camaraderie of it and everybody working together. And, you know, if somebody, you know, gets a deer, everybody's high-fiving and congratulating, and then everybody shares the meal with it. I mean, it's a really cool experience. And it also kind of brings you back to, you know, where we came from. Like, our species did not grow out of God's creation into going to Publix and Kroger. Like, that's not how they used to get meat back in the day. So it's just a connection with our ancestors. I think that there's a lot of female hunters, but it's also, I mean, there's a lot of camaraderie with other men, you know, other godly men who you talk to. You know, you may be able to share the gospel with, you may be able to, you know, share your stories with, just kind of communicate with. I like to hunt with friends. Like I hunt alone a lot too, but I love hunting with my son or with buddies because we could just talk and catch up. And you know, we're busy, man. We have kids, we have wives and work and everything else. And you know, this is just it's a great way to kind of just get a captive audience with one another and be in nature and just kind of enjoy really what it's all about. Because like it's not about fluorescent lights and desks and cars and traffic. It's about, you know, this, right? Like, man, it's hard to explain, but if this is the lifestyle you want, you know, I kind of call this my gravel road country club. You know, it's a pretty good place, and if I think the secret's getting out, though. I think people are starting to enjoy the finer things in life of you know, gravel roads and bonfires and, you know, just simple stuff. This stuff doesn't cost a lot of money. It doesn't cost a lot of money to do a bonfire, split some wood. It doesn't cost a lot of money, you know, to go hang a tree stand and see if you can't get a deer. And then, I mean, imagine the stories. You don't tell a story about going to Kroger or Publix or Whole Foods and like harvesting, you know, a ribeye, do you? 'Cause, man, I don't. But anyway, I hope that kind of answers the question. We do spend a lot of time, money, and effort on it, and it's just a passion. It's a brotherhood. It's just something we really enjoy doing, and I hope you all enjoy watching. If you do, leave a comment down below. Tell us, you know, what you enjoy and what you don't like about it. And, you know, if you're not into deer hunting, that's fine. If you want to come along with our channel, you know, we do tractors and gardening and mowing and fixing and tinkering, and we break a lot of stuff. But that's just part of being out here in the country, so it's fun. Before I end this video, though, I want to thank Mike, my friend from My Wild Coyote channel. He's got a coyote tractor channel, and you know, we've just become, you know, good friends. And he's just a great guy. He's out in Oregon, beautiful property. If y'all get a chance, you know, give him a follow. Tell him I sent you over there, and check his channel out. But he sent me some gloves. He said these are great for doing firewood. I still can't split firewood for another couple of weeks because they don't want me to rotate with weight just yet, because I had surgery. I don't know if y'all watch that, but he said these are good for firewood, and they're great for gathering firewood for the house, and they're extremely warm. So Mike, I don't know where you got these, but I really appreciate you sending these. I'm sorry it took so long to get back to you and say thank you for those. But on to another adventure, on to another video, and just appreciate you all watching our channel. Thank you for the kind words, and I will catch you on the next one. So see y'all soon. I'm Joe the Farmer. We out.